Hey guys, welcome back to BAD Figure Unboxing. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And today we're going to take a look at the Bring Arts action figures 2B from Nier Automata. And this is the 2.0 version, which I believe is supposed to have better proportions compared to the first one. I never got a first one because at the time I wasn't too interested with the character, but as they grow out the line, I do find some of the other characters to look very appealing to me. I don't think I'm gonna go all in for the line because I haven't played a game, but I did watch a lot of YouTube videos to kind of know what I'm getting into. Anyways, here's the left of the box, here's the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. Kind of sucks for people who got a first version, but that's just what it is. Happens all the time in toy industry, so sometimes you just gotta wait it out. Anyways, let's bust this thing open and see what we got. And here we have the figure still in the inner packaging, looking pretty good. It does come with a fair amount of stuff, and let's check it out. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, and my first impression on this figure is okay. It feels really similar to the other Bring Arts action figures, if not the same. We do have some minor improvements, especially on the shoulder, but it still feels very minimal though. And that's just to take a close look at figure. I love the attention to detail. The paintwork and sculpt is absolutely amazing. It looks like she walked out straight from the video game. However, the articulation is still a little bit too weak for my taste, especially when we're comparing it to SH Figuarts and Figma. Like, this is just not acceptable for someone like me. And do let me know in the comments on what you think, but I really do feel like Square Enix really should hire someone that can redo all their engineering and tooling. But that's just my opinion, and let's check out the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. She can look up about this much, can't really look down. You can tilt her head side to side, no problem. And the ball joint on the neck is actually really nice this time around. I do remember some of the Bring Arts action figures not being able to move like this despite having a ball joint. Maybe the ball joint just wasn't round enough, I don't know, but this is an improvement. And for the shoulder, it's just on a ball joint. You can move it down to an angle so it allows her to do poses like this, which is really nice. And you have shoulder swivel, bicep swivel with a joint here, can curl about this much, which is quite a lot, and hinge wrist. And for the ab crunch, even though we have a ball joint here, but it's almost non-existent, very weak articulation. And for the leg, even though we have a soft interior on the skirt, it's just not very good, very hindering. Can only kick out about this high before I start feeling uncomfortable. Bend about this much, thigh swivels, not very good ankle pivot, and no toe hinges. And I believe that's it for the articulation. Again, I feel like it's a little bit weak for modern standards, but it's really not that bad. At least she's solid, like not fragile or anything. But I don't see myself posing her without a stand. And yeah, let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default face, and I think she looks amazing. And next up, we have a shouting expression, which looks really good as well. And lastly, we have this unmasked head, which is probably my favorite. And for the interchangeable hands, first off we get a pair of display open hands, and they are a little bit different though. And next up we get a pair of hands to hold all her weapons, and we have the katana here, and the longer sword, which is hella long. They're all very nicely painted and sculpted, as well as the spear. Very cool. And then we get one right hand to hold the black box, which is very nicely painted and sculpted. But I am a little bit bitter we still didn't get a pair of fists. And next up we have her fist weapon, which is pretty cool. And lastly we have her little drone, which is very nicely painted and sculpted, and you are able to move its arm like so. As you guys can see over here, I just dropped the arm. That. And we also get the interchangeable part, which I apologize in advance, I'm not going to use in this video because my leg is super stiff. They did some minor improvements to make the leg super sturdy, but in order for you to take it out, you'll need some hot water or a blow dryer. And yeah, I believe that's it for the accessories, and let's check out some action pieces. Anyways, that was just some quick posing, and I hope you guys enjoyed them. But honestly, I did not enjoy the articulation, not one bit. In fact, this is probably one of the worst playing experience I've had in quite a while, at least from what I remember. I don't like the way they design the joints, the figure feels really fragile, and the range of motion is just not there. I really do think Square Enix needs a lot of retooling, engineering, and just improvement all around. Hopefully they can do well in the future, but for now, this is a no-no to me. I give it like a 3 out of 10 for articulation. But yeah, do let me know in the comments on what you think, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, if you are a big fan of Nier Automata and doesn't really care about articulation, this is still a really nice figure to have. Beautiful paint work, amazing sculpt, and it does come with a fair amount of accessories. But for me personally, I just can't get over the bad articulation. But at the same time, this is probably your only choice if you want a 2B figure, because Square Enix is never going to give up their IP, at least not within like 20 years. But yeah, that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think, and this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.